Hey guys, hey, well, hey realtors, because this video is dedicated to my real estate agents who are looking to expand their business and just stay informed and educated on how to maneuver through the business. Today, we are going to be talking about the top my top 8 mistakes that I see realtors make. Okay. Hello. My name is Althea Hurst, and I am a top producing agent here in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. I am the lead partner of Lux Alliance with Our Real Estate. I have coached numerous of agents. I have sold over 600 homes. I have done over 100 million in sales, and my superpower is to break down the most complex things into simple terms. And I came here as your agent coach, whether you're actually working with me one-on-one or you're tuning into my videos, because I'm an agent and I was a beginner agent at one point, and I know what it feels like to be in this business and industry, because sometimes we just get stuck, we get discouraged, we get dismayed, we get frustrated, we don't know who to turn to, we become lonely. Sometimes we feel like we just want to give up, we don't know where to start, we're just so confused. Like, if the list goes on, and every realtor experiences it. So I'm trying to just bridge that gap for all of us, so that way if you don't know where to turn on my video. All right. So today I want to talk about the top, I think, what did I say? Was it 8? I think it's the top 8 mistakes that I see realtors make. You guys know I'm old school. I literally write down everything. Okay. So my first one is going to be not setting boundaries. Now, I have become a victim of this. Okay. Yes. And I'm pretty sure that you have become a victim of this as well. Not setting those boundaries. And sometimes when we don't set boundaries, it really truly hurts us, hurts our family, hurts our business. Not only that, when we not set those boundaries, you guys, ultimately, sometimes our clients won't respect us. So my coaching tip here is something that I show my agents on how the process works, especially when you're building out a client experience on the initiation of them being onboarded, is you have to set the expectations and set the guidelines up front, right? And at that moment, your client set their expectation, you set your expectation, and then from there, you guys can determine if you all would make a good working relationship or not. But if you don't have those boundaries set, you guys, it could truly run you crazy, and you can end up with clients that you truly have no business working with. You can end up with clients who you don't feel comfortable working with. You can end up with clients who cause you to go onto an emotional roller coaster, and then you end up stuck in a space of not being able to say no, or not being able to say, hey, unfortunately, I can no longer be your realtor. So make sure that you set those boundaries. But that's one mistake, my top one, that I see realtors make. My second top mistake that I see realtors make is overextending themselves. You guys, I've even done this, and then it got to a point where I said no more. I think I stopped overextending myself maybe around about 2 to 3 years ago when it comes down to me working with my clients, right? I will not do it, and I don't suggest you guys to do it, because what's going to end up happening, you all, is that you're going to burn out really quickly, like extremely quickly. And burnout is not good in this business or in this industry, because then at that point, you cannot produce, and everything becomes a heavyweight, right? Yes, nod your head. I'm pretty sure you have been in a situation where clients are asking you questions, kids are asking you questions, family is asking you questions, a teacher needs something from your child at school, and you just don't have the capacity to answer, to respond. You see the text messages coming through, you see the emails coming through, but you're just not mentally there to even respond because you are overextended. It's too much going on around you. So it's always important to know what your threshold is and stick to that. Set those guidelines and don't make yourself so available. Okay. My number 3 thing that I see realtors making, number 3 mistake that I see realtors making, is neglecting your online presence. Now, am I talking to you? Yes, I'm talking to you, right? So let me tell you guys this. Like, I built my business on social media, okay? First and foremost, I built my business on social media. My first ever lead came from social media. I did not get handed down this business. I did not have family members or friends in this business. I literally stepped into this business because I was a first-time home buyer trying to purchase a property, and my process didn't work, but I had a goal, so I was going to make my goal come true. So I just went to real estate school to get licensed to sell myself my own home, and it was supposed to stop there, and now I'm here, right? But my online presence, honestly, is what built my business. And unfortunately, I hear a lot of agents complain about online presence or social media not working for them. But then when I go and look at them, I'm like, hey, there's no consistency here. There's no posting. Like, you can't tell me or tell anybody or even tell yourself that social media doesn't work for you if you haven't posted in the last 2 weeks, if you haven't posted in the last 72 hours, if you don't have consistency, dedication, and persistence, then you're not going to expect to get any outcome from it because you are not showing up. And unfortunately, there are a lot of agents who feel like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's you, who feel like, listen, I really want to get good at social media. I really want to build my presence on social media. I may not know what to post. I don't really like what I look like on video. Video makes me uncomfortable. I don't want people to hear my voice. I don't want to say something that I'm wrong about my knowledge that I'm giving. I'm just a nervous wreck when it comes down to social media. However, you guys, you have to do it. And I see a lot of realtors neglect their online presence, and we have to get that done. Okay. My fourth one is ineffective communication. And I think this goes both ways, especially for my producing realtors who have experienced other agents in the business. Ineffective communication goes both ways. This could be ineffective communication with your clients, ineffective communication with your broker, and ineffective communication with the agents on the other side of the deal. I really think that agents should take a communication class as it relates to how to operate in this business. When it comes down to you being inside of transactions, there is a way that you communicate, right? Especially when we're up against guidelines and we need responses back to inspections, responses back to appraisals. We need things to be scheduled. You have to communicate. And then when it comes down to your clients, you guys, you also have to communicate. And some realtors, even myself, because I felt it before too, if I forget to reach out for somebody, and let's say it's 2 days later, I feel bad and embarrassed, and now I really don't want to call them, right? And now the 2 days have turned into 5 days, and on day 7, it's still sticking in my mind like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I haven't called this individual, and I truly have no excuse as to why not, right? So ineffective communication is one of the things also that I see as a top mistake that realtors make, okay? My next one, not using a CRM, which also kind of commingles here, yes, with ineffective communication. Because if you have a CRM, which is a client relationship management tool, that could help you better communicate seamlessly and automatically, then your communication probably wouldn't be as bad, right? It will work just a little bit more. Would you agree? Right? So I see a lot of agents who don't have CRMs, and you all don't have CRMs for many reasons. I see agents who don't have them because they don't know which one to choose. I see agents who don't have them because they're just not tech savvy. I see agents who don't have them because they're just really intimidated by systems. And I see agents who don't have them because they're just confused. They don't know how to set up a CRM. They don't know what they want their CRM to do. They don't know how often they're supposed to be inside of their CRM. But if you don't have a CRM, then you do have ineffective communication. And then that ultimately means that you are not closing all the deals that you could potentially close. And if you truly want to reach your goals or sales goals, your volume goal, your income goal, you have to put these things into place in order to make sure that this goal prospers for you. Okay. My next one is ignoring CE, right? Continuing education. Now, granted, most places require us to do it every year or every 2 years or every hour year, depending upon where you're at. However, you need to do those. And I would recommend that you do them yearly because, you guys, contracts change almost every year. Rules and regulations change almost every year. Codes change almost every year, you guys. So with that being said, you need to be updated and abreast on what's going on. And the last thing you don't want to do is tell your client something that's quote unquote old news, right? And then they be looking at you like, well, I heard about the fire alarm notice or the smoke alarm notice and you didn't know about this. You want to stay updated on that information, okay? Which brings me to my next point, which is lack of market knowledge. This is another mistake that I see realtors make, okay? I see a lot of realtors who are just in the business or in the industry to sell a house, attend the closing table, and take a picture. Real estate is so much more than that. It is very important that you know your market knowledge. Even if you're not researching it, most brokers will provide that to you. If they don't, you can get it out of your local MLS. Make sure you know your market knowledge and you give that to people. Understand, especially because we are salespeople and we're in a sales business, that everybody sells and buys differently, right? You have some people that are like, hey, just tell me the facts and I'll do it, right? Then you have others who are more analytical. They need to see graphs and circles and pies, right? So make sure you're able to talk to all individuals. And the best way that you can do this is to know your market value, know your market knowledge, and be able to convey it in simple terms, all right? And then lastly, you guys, is lack of clear branding. I love us. I really, really, really do love us. Let me say this. First, your brand can definitely change after a year, 2 years, 3 years. I honestly expect for your brand to change, because when you enter into the business as a new agent, you're not going to look the same or do the same things as a seasoned agent once you gain the experience and be in multiple transactions. So I do expect for your brand to change, because it should elevate with you as you continue to grow, right? However, there are a lot of realtors out here who don't have any branding, where their branding is just them, right? Just open. They don't know who they're talking to. They don't have ideal clients. They don't have a specific font. They don't have a certain tone. They don't have any of this. They don't have a persona about them, right? And I think it's important that you, yes, I'm talking to you, build out your brand. Just get started. It doesn't have to be perfect, but one of the key ways that you can get started with this is identifying who your client is, right? And I try to tell even my coaching students, if you're working with everybody, you're working with nobody at all. You cannot craft your messaging to everybody. You have to niche it down, figure out who you're going to be talking to, and then that way you can reverse engineer your marketing, your prospecting, and your sales strategy. So that way now you can start to gravitate and increase and get an influx of the people you truly desire to work with. And while you're marketing, you can be talking directly to them through your branding. That right there was a whole tip, right? But that's all I got for you guys today. I know I can go on and on about this, so I'll catch you all on the next video, but I hope that you all truly, truly enjoyed this. Be sure to comment below and let me know if you have any questions, as I'll be here to address them. You can join my free Facebook group out there is the Realtors Roundtable, where we'll have conversations about these things. If you're interested in coaching, you can visit my website at outthereherst.com. You can follow me online at I Am The Agent Coach, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. If you are looking to hire me, or you want me to come speak to your brokerage, do a training, I am more than open to do so. Just say the word. Alrighty, you guys, have a good one.